What's going on, everyone? We got some huge news. The Lakers have officially made a trade. I am so excited. I am so thankful. Hopefully more to come because this deal is actually a really good deal. It's a deal that Rob Pelinka finally didn't get fleeced in, right? Like, that's the conversation that many people have. Like, the Lakers are always getting fleeced in these deals. Well, Rob Pelinka actually made a really solid move, like one that I'm very proud of. Rui Hachimura, we finally got a sizable forward that could play power forward, small forward, got good size at 6'8". I'm really excited for this. But the original report came from Woj. So per Woj, the Lakers are in the final stages of completing a deal to acquire Hachimura for a package that includes 3 second-round picks. Sources tell ESPN no deal has been finalized, but talks are in the final stages. Now we've gotten reports since then that it's Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks are headed to the Wizards as part of the Hachimura deal. I think this is a great move, right? So my guess is it's the Lakers 2023, Chicago. They have Chicago's 2023, and I believe they have another 2023. So it might just be those 3 all. Here you go for Hachimura. Here's the thing, right? Like, the Lakers could have gotten could have done Kendrick Nunn in 2 seconds for Cam Reddish, which I would love to have Cam Reddish still. They still can get Cam Reddish if they want to. They could stack contracts, do whatever to go get Cam Reddish. They have all their second round picks going forward, right? My guess is, though, that they went and got Hachimura over Cam Reddish. That's probably my thoughts. That would be my guess, is that instead of getting Cam Reddish, they get Hachimura. Now, I wouldn't mind if they could figure out how to go get Cam Reddish, go get Cam Reddish still. But I think that they gave up that. They looked at it as like, we could give 2 seconds for Cam Reddish, or we could give up a third one, get Hachimura. Hachimura is a little more proven, right? And they're roughly the same age. Hachimura is 24, Cam Reddish is 23, so they're both very young. The reason I love this so much is it gives us size on the wing, which we desperately need. So this gives us, rebounding. This gives us, just a guy that has switchability, a guy that could spread the floor a little bit here. Like, all those things I think are very important. Now, he's not a guy that's gonna, all of a sudden make us like a bona fide contender or nothing, but he's a solid addition, right? This is a guy that can come in and just provide a multitude of things. He's basically averaging 13 points per game for his career, but now he's going to be on a team with LeBron James, team with Russell Westbrook, a team with Anthony Davis. He's going to be able to draw so much attention away. I really like this deal. I really think that this is a solid move. Again, hopefully the Lakers continue to make other moves. Hopefully this is just one of several moves that they work out. But as far as he goes, like, look, he's a career 36% three-point shooter. He's not having the best three-point shooting season this year. He's only shooting around 34%, which is basically around league average. But last year, he shot 44.7%, which I think is very interesting. And so maybe, not saying he's going to get to 45% from 3. Now, that would be incredible if that could be the case. But can he get to like 37%? Right? Like, especially playing next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook, guys that can kind of get him open. I love this deal because not only do we get a guy that can help now and can just consistently night in and night out give us, 10 to 15 points per game, which is what we need. We need consistency. Not only is he a guy that has 6'8" size that could be our starting power forward this season, but he could also be our starting power forward for the next several seasons. Right, this is a piece that not only helps us now, but it helps us for the future. I imagine we're going to re-sign him, right? I mean, I don't think the Lakers made that move to not re-sign him. We have control over him and his contract. So this is also a good sign because I don't believe the Lakers are going to do nothing else now, because this affects the cap space next season, right? Because they're going to have to re-sign Hachimura. So because you're going to have to re-sign Hachimura, like, you imagine that they're going to want to do other moves, so their roster isn't just Hachimura and that's essentially it. Because he's a restricted free agent next season, so they have control over him, so we don't have to worry about that. But he's a guy that, like, he's probably going to cost 15 to 20 million a year, just the way that contracts are given out. Maybe it's less, but even if it's, let's say, 10 million a year, right? Let's say he gets 10 million a year for the next, 4 or 5 years, right? Yeah, that's great and all, but that still ties into our cap space next season, right? So no matter what, I don't see a scenario now. I think this is the first domino to fall for the Lakers. Because again, if you just go get Hachimura and you don't get anything else, then your big acquisition has been Hachimura, and now you just affected probably most, if not all, of your cap space next season. And so you have to do another deal. So I think this is the first sign that something else is coming. That we're getting a Boyan deal, or we're getting some other type of package. Maybe it's a Rozier and Kelly Oubre or something, a smaller move. I really do believe that the Lakers are going to make a play for another piece or two. That's my guess. I think that we were waiting for that sort of domino, right? And this is something that I've even talked about on live streams and stuff. When people ask questions that I think we need multiple trades. We need 2 or 3 guys, right? I've said that time and time again. Get us 2 or 3 quality guys, specifically wing depth guys, like a Hachimura, and I think we're off to the races. This is huge because this, again, is to me, I don't know this for certain, but to me, this is the first domino. Lakers got the trade, got the first deal out of the way, right? Okay, well, so now we got the deal. Now we need to find more of these, it's a great deal. I mean, you just got a 24-year-old 6'8", 3-and-D style small forward, power forward. He's played pretty much majority power forward, but whatever. Let's call it power forward. You just got a 6'8", sizable 3-and-D, 230-pound power forward that's 24 years old, that's going to be a piece for the next, you could have him the next 10 years, and he's still in his prime, right? So you just got that for Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks. Your hope in the second round is to get a guy like Hachimura. And now this is great, because now we got guys like Max Christie, you got Hachimura. If we could pull off a deal for a Cam Reddish, I still wouldn't mind that. Have Cam Reddish as the 3. Imagine if you have Hachimura, Cam Reddish, and Max Christie for the next several. So that's a pretty good position to be in, right? Even if they're just role guys, you could it's LA, it's the Lakers. You could always find your stars, but that's a good defensive rotation there. Max Christie already is probably our best on-ball defender on the Lakers. And then, if you have Hachimura at 6'8", 230, and then you go get a guy like Cam Reddish, you could be a really good defensive team and got some size. But this is just the first step, I hope. I really do. I hope that this is the first step in the right direction. I hope that this is a move that the Lakers look at and go, okay, here's the first piece, right? We need to go make some other moves. Because now we finally got a guy with size, and we moved off of a guard. Right? That's the best news. That's the best news in and of itself. We went from, we just took a 6'1" guard, who he has been much improved. Don't get me wrong. Credit to Kendrick Nunn. He has played better. But it's just the lack of consistency this season. And we just have so many other guards that we can afford to lose him. But we just took a 6'1" guard and flipped him into a 6'8" forward. Perfect. That's all we need. Right? And he's a guy averaging 13 points a game, shooting, 35% from 3. Perfect. That's fine with me. That's all we need. He's 24 years old, so he still is only going to improve. He's only going to get better. He's only going to grow. He's going to get looks that he's never gotten before because he's playing next to Russ and LeBron James. To me, this is the Grand Slam just beginning stage trade. Not a Grand Slam trade in the sense of we just became a contender. I mean, the first, this was the best case scenario for the first domino. I thought it was probably going to be Cam Reddish. I thought Hachimura would cost more. I really did. I thought that it would cost them at least a first to get Hachimura. That's why I even made a video earlier this morning talk about perfect timing. I made a video this morning talking about Hachimura and Kyle Kuzma and maybe giving up both firsts for that, because I thought Hachimura would yield at least a first. But this is good. Hopefully this also brings down other teams' asking price, because the Lakers can now say, we just got a 6'8", 24-year-old that's putting up 13 points per game for 3 second-round picks. We're not giving you 2 firsts for this, right? Like that is something that hopefully they can now use as kind of a leverage point. But great trade. Seriously, great trade. I am really excited. And let's welcome the new Laker, Rui Hachimura, right? Like, let's go. I love it. I'm all for it. I really think he's going to make an impact. I think he's going to be a solid addition to this Lakers team. What a deal. To me, this is a Laker fleece. In my opinion, this is a Laker fleece. This is good. This makes up for that. In my opinion, this makes up for the Russ deal. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Love this trade, hate this trade, however you feel. Let me know down in the comment section.